Coming up on the news feed, exams and papers are piling up for students at Virginia Tech. But could some students be addicted to the stress they cause?
And an inside look at Virginia Tech's fake Twitter accounts and why they have become so popular. These stories and more coming up next. Hello, and thanks for joining us on the newsfeed. I'm Sarah Klein.
And I'm Rezinos Ratty.
The weather in Blacksburg has always been a mystery, but this year has residents guessing every day. On February 12th and 13th, Blacksburg saw 21 inches of snow, but just 10 days later, students in shorts were out on the drill field playing football, running, and enjoying the sunshine. The day after Blacksburg saw temperatures as high as 64, students were grabbing coats and hats for the walk across Virginia Tech's campus as temperatures dipped back down. Virginia Tech junior Brian Mongilio says he tries to enjoy the nice days when they come because you never know when it's going to be cold again.
It's a mess. You just kind of deal with it. You get used to it. I mean, especially when we had a string of those really cold days. Suddenly it's like 30 out instead of negative degrees, and it feels warm. It's crazy. You just kind of get used to it.
Students have gotten used to the always changing climate, and students at Virginia Tech seem to adapt pretty quickly.
Recent studies have shown that stress, a feeling experienced by many, has actually become an addiction among numerous people across the nation. So, as the essays, papers, and projects pile on within the next week, Virginia Tech students are feeling the pressure to get everything done before they can take off for spring break. Are people on Tech's campus becoming addicted to stress? Students at Tech discuss whether or not they feel stress addiction is a real thing.
With spring break around the corner, Virginia Tech students are preparing themselves for the onslaught of work typically assigned to them the week before their Bahama cruises and beach getaways. Stress, which is experienced by college students everywhere, has recently become more of a concern, with experts claiming that because it is a stimulant, it can become an addiction which people feed off of to avoid loneliness, boredom, and isolation. Tech student Priya Singh says that although she has not had experience with this addiction, she can detect the problem as several of her peers.
I think becoming addicted to stress or being addicted to stress is actually a real thing, a real concept. And I think because for me at least, I think sometimes I don't have time to assess my situation or problem, so I just end up letting it manifest, and maybe I might not be able to deal with it appropriately until I go on break, or you know what I mean, I have time to relax and be at peace, and then I realize maybe things aren't as bad as it seems.
However, Sarah Lepley, a sophomore communication and English major, finds that while this is a common issue among college students, she doesn't believe stress itself is an addiction.
I have some friends who are really focused on achievement. I wouldn't say they're addicted to stress, but they're addicted to achieving and to being at the top of every aspect of their life and need to be involved in every club. So I feel like it's not really addicted to stress as much as just having a point A personality and just needing the constant fulfillment of working towards something and completing things.
Both Lepley and Singh agree that despite whether or not addiction to stress is something to worry about with Tech students, exercising, opening up to friends about the problem, and scheduling short breaks for yourself are key to stress relief. This is Emma Goddard reporting from the newsfeed.
For students who feel they may be truly dealing with an addiction to stress, experts advise seeing someone to talk about the issue. The Cook Counseling Center at Tech is open Monday through Thursday by appointment and is available on Fridays for walk-ins. Hopefully, however, students will have the opportunity to unwind next week when school lets out.
Virginia Tech embraces the phrase invent the future, but with this generation, can inventing the future involve changing social media? Within the past few years, Twitter has been outsmarted. Various average Virginia Tech students have created fictitious Twitter identities and are known all across campus by these fake identities. Virginia Tech VT Girl Problems, VT Boy Problems, and various other accounts have become the talk of campus and Twitter. These accounts allow students to remain anonymous and express their true thoughts as a college student on Virginia Tech's campus without the fear of getting in trouble for what they tweet. One Twitter account owner tells us her story.
VT Princess Probs. My friends and I started it because we were following
Yeah.
BT Girl Props and Black Sheep, and we thought it'd be fun to be able to tweet whatever we wanted and no one know who it was. And we wanted to see if we could get as many followers as they did. We have like over 1,000 followers. My favorite tweet that I've tweeted was during one of the Virginia Tech football games, and when I was upset with Jornell and how he was punting the ball, and I said that I could punt better field goals wearing high heels and a mini skirt. I do feel like being anonymous helps me be able to tweet whatever I want because I don't have to worry about what people think about it or being rude because no one knows it's me. So I can just say whatever I want, and it's nice to be able to vent and no one know that you're venting because it's a stress reliever.
Any Virginia Tech student could be the owner of one of these accounts.
A recent poll revealed that the majority of California voters support the idea of putting health warning labels on soda and other sugary beverages. When asked if warning labels would help discourage the consumption of soda, Virginia Tech students had mixed emotions.
If you look at the research that went behind cigarette smoking when they put warning labels on them, it did help it. It helped a lot. And actually people could see that, and they're going to see what's going into their body. Once they actually see it with the soda bottle, then they can reconsider what's going on with their body and see that it's actually a more healthy option.
People know that it's bad for them and they drink it anyways. It's not like a secret that Coke can do horrible things and it can make you fat. People just like it, it tastes good, they get addicted to it when they're younger and they can't stop drinking it.
The poll of over 1,000 registered voters was paid for by the California Endowments, which supports making beverage companies put warning labels on soda.
In the past, the NRV has been known as a quiet place to live. However, the website next3days.com is trying hard to prove that there is a lot going on in the NRV for all ages.
Next3days.com is a website that dedicates its efforts to advertising available activities that are happening in the NRV area within the next 3 days. Jamie Ryan, president and founder of Next 3 Days, wanted to create a website that would help you find your fun.
Basically, we list all the fun events going on in the New River Valley. So we cover Blacksburg, Christiansburg, Radford, Giles County, Floyd County, a little bit of Pulaski County, and then we cover events from music to festivals to arts and theater to family-friendly food specials, drink specials. Basically, if it's fun, we want our website.
One of the events advertised on Next 3 Days are free wine and beer tastings. I had a chance to speak with Amy Cherry, sales representative and ABC manager at Barrel Cave Wines and Gourmet in Radford, to see how she thinks Next 3 Days is affecting their business since it first started.
We weren't doing a lot of advertising, so that was a really great way to get some residual advertising. It doesn't cost a thing.
Recently, Next 3 Days has created a challenge for its users called Next 3 Days in the NRV Fun Challenge. During this challenge, Next 3 Days wants to encourage its users to visit 31 different events in 31 days without retracing their tracks.
I wanted to show how much stuff there is going on in the New River Valley and to prove it. And I figured if we did it during spring break, which is coming up in a few weeks, if we did it during the doldrums of winter, we could really show there's no matter what time of the year, no matter when, how, there's always so much stuff going on in the New River Valley that you can enjoy.
For the newsfeed, I'm Jessica Smith.
Ryan is encouraging his users to join them at events each evening. You can follow the progress of this challenge on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, or by visiting their website at next3days.com.
And that will wrap up this edition of the newsfeed. I'm Resinus Ratty.
And I'm Sarah Klein. Thanks for watching. See you next time.